What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. Blazers get back to their winning ways against the Timberwolves, 132-122. Let's go over all the team stats. For the Blazers, they shoot 50 of 91 for 55% from the field. They go 15 of 30 for 50% from three-point land. They go 17 of 24 for 71% from the free throw line. Of their 50 made baskets, they get 31 assists. They pull down 50 rebounds, 15 of those offensive. They get 9 blocks, 14 turnovers, and they get 6 steals. For the Wolves, they don't shoot bad at all. They go 47 of 96 for 49% from the field. They go 11 of 29 for 38% from three-point land. They go 17 of 19 for 90% from the free throw line. Of their 47 made baskets, they get 29 assists. They do pull down 37 rebounds, 10 of those offensive. They get 3 blocks, 9 turnovers, and have 8 steals. Individual stats for the Blazers. Rodney Hood leads the way with 21 points on an efficient 8 of 14 shooting. He goes 3 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished up with a -1. He pulled down an offensive rebound, had 4 total, got himself an assist, and had 2 steals. So excellent game for Rodney Hood. And he got the start since Terry Stotts decided to go with a different lineup since we went on and lost our little 6-game losing streak. So we made a little bit of tweaks tonight, and seems like it made a lot of dividends. Enes Kanter, another big game. He goes for 20 points on 7 of 10 shooting. He goes 0 of 1 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He finished up with a +2. He grabbed a game high 6 offensive rebounds, had 11 total, dished out an assist, had 2 turnovers, and 4 big blocks. So excellent game from Enes Kanter. Dame Lillard, he didn't have it offensively, but he sure was the main facilitator tonight, along with Evan Turner. But Lillard finished up with 15 points on 6 of 17 shooting. He does go 3 of 6 from 3. He goes 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He finished up with a +3. He pulled down 5 rebounds, had 12 assists, but did have 5 turnovers. So, other than that, Dame did have a solid game. Got himself another double-double. Al-Farouq Aminu had a solid game, especially defensively. But he finished up with 9 points on 4 of 9 shooting. He goes 1 of 2 from 3, which was a big 3. He went for +6. He grabbed 2 offensive rebounds, had 6 total. Dished out an assist, had a turnover, a steal, and a block. So big game, especially defensively for Al-Farouq Aminu. Mo Harkless, also big on the defensive end, but he finished up with 7 points on 3 of 7 shooting. He went 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He finished up with a -5. He pulled down 3 offensive rebounds, had 4 total, dished out 2 assists, had a turnover, had 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So big game. Also, especially defensively for Mo Harkless, and he finished out the starting 5. For the bench, Seth Curry sizzles. He goes for 19 points on 7 of 14 shooting. He goes 5 of 9 from the three-point land. He finished up with a +14. He pulled down an offensive rebound, had 2 total, dished out an assist, and also had a turnover. So big game offensively from Seth Curry. Much needed. Evan Turner got himself his 4th career triple-double tonight in short minutes. He played 23 minutes, but he finished up with 13 points on 5 of 5 shooting. He goes 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished up with a +15. He grabbed 2 offensive rebounds, had 11 total, dished out a huge 10 assists, had only 1 turnover, and got himself a steal. So excellent game from Evan Turner. Super proud of Evan Turner tonight. Had an excellent game. Jake Layman, he finished up with 11 points on 3 of 6 shooting. He goes 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He finished up with a +7. He also pulled down a rebound. So big game offensively for Jake Layman. Myers Leonard showing out on offense. He went for 9 points on 4 of 4 shooting. He goes 1 of 1 from 3. He finished up with a -3. He pulled down 4 rebounds, dished out 2 assists, and had a turnover. So big game offensively for Myers Leonard as well. Zach Collins. He finishes out for the Blazers with 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He goes 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished up with a plus 12. He grabbed 2 rebounds, had an assist, had 2 turnovers, and 2 blocks. So big game, especially on the defensive end for Zach Collins. For the Wolves, Andrew Wiggins leads the way with 21 points, which was a game high, tying with Rodney Hood. But he shot 7 of 18, which was terrible. He went 0 of 4, 0 of 1 from, 0 of 4, 1 of 4 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He finished up with a -6. He pulled down 2 offensive rebounds, had 7 total, dished out 4 assists, had 2 turnovers and a steal. Karl Anthony Towns shot even worse. He finished up with 17 points on 6 of 21 shooting. He goes 1 of 4 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He also finished up with a -6. He pulled down 3 offensive rebounds, had 12 total, dished out 4 assists, had a turnover and 2 blocks. So it was the other guys really that kept these guys in the game. Tyus Jones finished up with 14 points on 7 of 12 shooting. He goes 0 of 1 from 3, finished up with a +3. He pulled down an offensive rebound, had 3 total. Also dished out 10 assists, so he got himself a double-double. Had only 2 turnovers and 3 steals, so big game from Jones. Saric had a solid game. He went for 13 on 5 of 8 shooting. He goes 2 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He finished up with a 0. He grabbed an offensive rebound, had 2 total, and dished out 2 assists. Okogie had a solid game. He went for 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting. He goes 1 of 2 from 3, finished up with a -8. He went for 1 offensive rebound, had 3 total, and also had a steal. And that was all the starting 5 for the bench. Gorgie Dang led the way with 18 points on 7 of 8 shooting. He goes 1 of 1 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He didn't miss until the 4th quarter, so excellent game from him. But he finished out with a -4. He pulled down 2 offensive rebounds, had 4 total, dished out 2 assists, had a turnover, a steal, and a block. That was a big block on Dang, too. So excellent game from Gorgie Dang. Jared Bayless, he finished up with 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting. He goes 0 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished up with a -13. He pulled down 2 rebounds, dished out 6 assists, had 2 turnovers and a steal. Bates Yop finished up with 7 points on 2 of 4 shooting. He goes 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished up with a -6. He pulled down a rebound. Reynolds finished up with 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He went 1 of 3 from 3. He pulled down 2 rebounds, had an assist and a steal. Tolliver doing what he does best, shooting them threes. He finished up with 6 points on 2 of 7 shooting. He went 2 of 6 from 3, got a -10. He pulled down a rebound and also had a turnover. For game notes, Rodney Hood leads the way for the Blazers tonight with 21 points in his, I want to say, 2nd start for the Blazers this year. And he goes for 8 of 14. He goes for 3 of 4 from 3. Got himself 2 steals and 4 rebounds. So big game from Rodney Hood, especially offensively. Enes Kanter had another big game, especially in that first half, to pretty much set the pace for us, where we ended up scoring, I want to say, the most points in a half this season. They had 75 this year. I believe that's the most. If it's not, this is the 2nd most. He also had a game-high 6 offensive rebounds, had 11 total, and got them 4 big blocks. And he also played excellent defense against Towns. So excellent game from Kanter all around. Aminu and Harkless huge on the defensive end, and also hit key baskets during the game to pretty much either get us out of a hole, because in the 3rd quarter, they only ended up scoring 22 points, and I think the Blazers were up maybe 8 or 9 at halftime, something like that. And they ended up scoring 35 points in that 3rd quarter and put themselves up 3 to go into the 4th. So, and they actually went up 5 in the 4th, but just too much Blazers tonight, of course. Dame didn't really have it offensively, but he switched into facilitator mode quickly and then also hit key shots late to secure this big win. He finished up with 15 on 6 of 17. He did shoot pretty well from 3 of 6. He also had 5 rebounds, those 12 assists, but he did have those 5 turnovers. But as we all know, Dame will clean that up. Evan Turner, huge, triple-double, 4th of his career, and limited work, 23 minutes tonight. But he was on fire. He couldn't miss anywhere on the court. Also had those 11 huge rebounds, those 10 big assists. And he was just vintage Evan Turner tonight. And I liked what I saw from Evan Turner, so general salute to him. Seth Curry was huge in the second half to help secure this win because, like I keep saying, Dame didn't really have it tonight. So it was guys like Curry, Hood, Kanter, Turner, Layman, Leonard, Collins. It was just a total team effort tonight to get this win. And I salute all the Blazers tonight, everyone that got in the game. Wiggins, Myers, definitely his best game offensively since he's been back in the lineup. He finished up with 9 points, shot perfect 4-4, made it 3, had 2 assists, had 4 rebounds, so big game from Myers. Collins also, great game on both ends of the floor, fighting defensively, got 2 blocks. He did have 2 turnovers, got himself an assist, also had 2 rebounds. He was just scrappy tonight. So, excellent effort from Zach Collins. Wiggins and Towns got clamped down tonight. They just needed the others to step up, and Dang did his thing tonight, but no one else really could get it going, especially in that second half to pull out this victory. Let's see, for the Blazers, that was the 49th win of the season, 20th road victory. That win puts Portland back in the number 3 seed as we're tied right now in the win and loss column with Houston since the Blazers won the season series 2-1. Right now, Portland is 2.5 behind the Nuggets for number 2 and 3.5 behind the Warriors for number 1. But we'll see how that goes. We got 2 big ones against the Nuggets coming up here soon. And one is a home game, one is an away game. So we actually need both of those to even tie the season series, but that's neither here nor there. Utah, when I last checked, they were up 12 going in, well, pretty much they are in the 4th right now. And they're at home, so I don't think they're going to lose that game. And right now, they're sitting 2.5 behind the Blazers and the Rockets right now for that 3rd seed and 4th seed. Clips set. They're at number 6 right now. They're 2.5 ahead of San Antonio and OKC, who are tied in the win and loss column as well. For the East, Pistons drop 1 tonight, but they don't lose any ground in the playoff race because the Heat also lost and the Nets. So they pretty much stayed in the same spot. They're currently 6th. The Heat, they fall to they're only a half game ahead of the Magic right now, and the Magic have the season series right now, so Heat can't be losing these games. They need to definitely, if they want D-Wade to get that last one, which I would like to see myself, D-Wade going out in the playoffs, because the homie LVZ brought up a good point where it would be the first time in like 15 years where no team or the playoffs don't have either Carmelo, LeBron, or D-Wade. So that would be tough to see. And then this is D-Wade's last season, so I definitely want to see him get back in there one time, give it everything he can for the Heat. Try to put on for his city if he can. Nets also lost. That dropped them to 39-39. So no really big movement other than right now the Heat need to keep winning. So look forward to seeing how this playoff races go, how the seeding ends up. All around excellent game from the Blazers. Can't really complain. Oh, for the Rockets, they have a back-to-back. Tomorrow they go up against the Kings at Sacramento, and then after that they go to the Clippers on Wednesday night. So I do believe there's a chance that the Blazers may be up a nice little chunk if the Rockets don't win these games. But I do think that they'll beat the Kings. But that Clippers game, that's going to be the tough game for them. But this is your boy P Money. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Shout out to the entire LDBC, and I am off this.